Hello, friends. Wendy Taylor here, creator of Finding Food Freedom and the Food Freedom Fighters membership. I'm so glad and excited to come on today and talk about how to eat intuitively on vacation and answer some questions that I got recently. So be sure to leave me your comments, any ahas, or any questions, because I want to make sure also to see your comments. So give StreamYard access so I can see them. All right, I have summer vacation on my mind this week, and I know many of you guys might be traveling in the coming months too. So I wanted to really help you stay confident on your path to food freedom. So that's what I wanted to come on and talk about today. I know being intuitive while traveling can get a little tricky. So I want to help you really by being able to prepare yourself for some scenarios that you might encounter over the next few months. I know that you might come across some triggering situations while traveling or overwhelming experiences when it comes to food. So let's talk about how to eat more intuitively when you travel. Traveling, sometimes it's hard. And let's face it, we're all dealing with a unique challenge right now with this COVID-19 virus. So your summer plans might be completely different than you anticipated a few months ago. I realize that traveling and vacations might look a lot different, and maybe you're experiencing travel limitations where you live, or maybe it's just hard right now. However, I think that this will still be valuable information in case you'll be planning a getaway in the next couple of months, even if it wasn't what you anticipated or planned at the beginning of the year. So summer, it's also a time when you might be getting together at family reunions, or you might be getting together at weddings. And I imagine that there will be some sort of traveling that you might be dealing with this summer. So I wanted to come on live today and really help you anticipate some scenarios that might be difficult for you, because I know if you anticipate them, and I know that if you plan for these encounters and you visualize them, then you're more likely to have a positive experience. That's what I want you guys to have, because having positive experiences brings trust and confidence around food. I want you to be excited about your vacations and not feel worried or anxious about food or your body. A huge benefit of being a non-dieter and a food freedom fighter is vacations become way more enjoyable and a lot less stressful. They can be a really great time to practice everything that you're learning right now about intuitive eating. So here are some of the biggest struggles that I hear from clients and women I work with before they go on vacation. What am I going to eat? Am I going to eat too much? I'm worried about the amount of food I'm going to eat on vacation. Am I going to have access to healthy food? And how am I going to handle my schedule being thrown off? That's a biggie. I want you to think right now about what foods you enjoy eating on vacation. What foods do you guys enjoy? Leave me some comments. Maybe something you love about being on vacation is having more variety. Maybe when you go on vacation, you find yourself eating foods that are more satisfying than your normal everyday foods. Let's be honest. And maybe you worry less about foods when you're on vacation. I want you to take this and apply it to your everyday life. This will make the difference between eating at home versus eating on vacation. Okay, let me walk you through now 4 strategies that are going to help you eat more intuitively while you're traveling. All right, strategy 1, the goal is going to be to find the middle ground. Vacation doesn't have to feel like chaos. And you know what? Your home doesn't have to feel restrictive or all or nothing. So I want you to think about what you enjoy and you like about eating on vacation. This is a great way to help you find a middle ground at home, like right now. And it helps you feel like you're not on a diet when you come home from a vacation, which I want you to practice finding that middle ground at home so that when you're out of town and you find yourself in these situations outside of your normal, you have a more relaxed approach to them. So how can you take from holidays, vacations, and travel, that part that feels so free and so satisfying and so enjoyable, how can you take that home with you? So I challenge you to sit and ponder this today and think about how to make every day feel nourishing and feel satisfying to you. Strategy number 2, self-moderation. All right, what your body needs, and your body knows what it needs, and your body will tell you. Do you guys believe that? Let me know in the comments. I want you to think about being on vacation and think about eating the richer foods, the more local cuisine, and having more opportunities to be surrounded by more foods that are honestly just more tasty and satisfying and out of the norm. And then imagine yourself back home after all that, and you're having some lighter meals. I think a lot of people have this experience when it comes to travel. When you've been eating out for a week or more weeks, and then you come home, you just want something different. Maybe you don't actually want to eat out at all. It's completely normal to want to eat different after vacation when you get back home. But if you aren't careful, it can be easy to slip back into that mentality and label vacation eating as stressful or chaotic. And once you get back home, you can label it like a diet or restrictive or whatever. You guys, it's just self-moderation. It's the natural way that your body has your back and it knows what to do. So trust it. You should eat differently on vacation than when you're at home. It doesn't have to look extreme, but if those meals were a little more decadent, or you ate more desserts because you were out on vacation, and when you get home you find that you just don't feel like eating as much, that's your body wanting to self-moderate. You don't need to label it. You don't have to call it anything. It just is what it is. So I want you to trust this process. Okay, I want you to trust that your body has your back and it knows what it's doing and it can self-moderate. So I want you to get away from the labels. When you're not feeling guilt or shame and you're just allowing life to happen, I want you guys to allow yourself to take these things as they come. And I want for you to learn to honor your food preferences without any judgment or shame. You can self-moderate. That pendulum is never going to go away, but you can allow it to swing a lot less and allow your body to do this thing, self-moderation, that it knows what to do. All right, strategy 3. I want you to visualize how you want your vacation to go. Okay, ask yourself some questions. How do I want to feel? How do I want to behave around food this time? And I want you to ask yourself, what is it that I need to give myself? Do I need to give myself permission for anything? Let's talk about what's going to make you feel more confident and more prepared around food. Let's get down to logistics. Maybe you guys want to pack snacks so you can honor your hunger. And this is maybe the biggest travel hack that I could give you. So if you're traveling around a bunch of people that don't eat as often, or you're riding in a car and they don't stop, I want you to have the ability to have some food around. I want to give you permission to honor your hunger cues. This is so, so important, you guys, because it's going to make you feel more comfortable and more at ease around food. So if you know that food is going to be there for you and you have something on hand when you get hungry, and you don't have to wait until the whole group is ready to go out to eat, or they just decide where they want to go, or somebody has to go to the bathroom, so they get off and exit. You can honor your hunger. I don't want you to feel that food is scarce or that you don't know when your next meal is going to be. So you know what that does? It makes you feel like you have to eat all the food right now. And that's not what we want you to feel like. Okay, this is the biggest travel hack that I can give you to eat more intuitively on vacation, is to have snacks. Okay, also eating with more predictability is going to help you feel more level-headed around food. So I hope this provides some help, some guidance if you plan to travel in the coming months. If you've enjoyed this, I also want to make sure that I invite you to join us in July for our free 5-day training. We're going to ditch diets together. We're going to uncomplicate our health. I want to help you start to build the foundation to restore your relationship with food and with your body. So starting on Monday, July 20th, here is what we're going to learn. Day 1, we're going to walk through our diet history together. And we're going to get clear about where dieting has led us up to this point. And day 2, we're going to start visualizing our after. We're going to spend some time setting goals and intentions. We're going to create a vision for what the future will look like. And we do this because you were meant for so much more than that scale. So much more. Day 3, we're going to make sure that all of our intentions align with our values. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we create a picture that truly aligns with the things that you value most in life. Day 4 is all about facing resistance, and this is the key to gaining momentum as we work to food freedom. There's only one thing that I can guarantee I know you will face on this journey to food freedom. You will face resistance. So we will conquer that on day 4. Day 5 is 5 themes that keep coming up, recurring for you in your life. We are going to take 5 key areas and figure out how we can upgrade your life to reflect those values that we came up with. So I can't wait to see you there. You can sign up by clicking the link in the description. I can't wait to get started with you guys on July 20th. All right, have a great weekend.